Welcome back. Now that you know what MCP is and why it is useful, let's dive into how it is actually put together. We are going to break down the complete MCP architecture, and by the end of this video, you will understand how all the pieces fit together. So, MCP has three main components. First, MCP host, MCP Client, and MCP Server. We will discuss one by one in greater details. So let's discuss about MCP host, which is basically the environment where your AI lives, like your AI application, cloud desktop, VS Code. And in this course, we will use VS Code as a host application. Inside the host, there is MCP Client, which is the component that maintains a one-on-one connection with MCP Server, and it provides the context to MCP Server so the MCP host can use it. And then we have a MCP Server. Think of MCP Server as a universal connector for your APIs, tools, and resources. It links all your external tools and data sources so that once you are set up your MCP server, any MCP compatible client can connect to it without having to write custom code or integration each and every time. And this MCP host can be any AI application, cloud desktop, or VS Code. And the MCP host initialize the MCP client. So MCP client are the component inside the MCP host, and when MCP host needs some information from external MCP server, then MCP client create a one-on-one connection with MCP server. And if there can be multiple MCP servers, and also there can be multiple MCP client. Now MCP server is something which is the wrapper or executable programs which wraps the tools, APIs, and file system. So the tools are the executable functions. For example, for calculation there is a tools of add, and for making external API calls we have also the tools. To read and write the file system we have the file system tools. So all our tools, we can wrap these tools into the MCP server, and then any MCP compatible client can interact with MCP server. So either there will be the one client or multiple client. If you have written once the MCP server, all the compatible client connect to it without rewriting the integration code each time. Now let's discuss the another fundamental concept of MCP primitives. What are they and why they are so much useful and powerful? So let's discuss about in the next video.